Plant identification books contain labels called keys that help you determine the species of plant based on its physical characteristics. Without a botany background, however, it can be difficult to use a key. Some books have pictures of more common weeds and other plants. One excellent resource is the book Weeds of the West. The simplest way to identify a weed is to take a fresh sample to your local Colorado State University Extension office. Place as much of the plant as possible, including roots, stems, leaves, and flowers, into a Ziploc or other bag, and deliver it as quickly as possible. The sample must arrive in good condition so that Extension personnel can identify the plant and its life cycle for you. If you are unable to deliver the weed immediately, press it carefully between sections of newspaper. Learning the names of some of the plants will help you use descriptions or keys. Grasses are particularly difficult to identify, so don't hesitate to ask for help. As with most grass plants consist of underground growth in the form of roots, which include rhizomes, stolons, corms, bulbs, or fibrous masses, and above-ground growth consisting of stem, leaves, and flower seeds. The collective name for the above-ground portion of the grass plant is the culm, or elongated internodes. The base of the above-ground portion of the grass plant is the crown, which is the junction between the roots and shoots. The stem of the grass is divided into several joints. The joints or nodes are punctuated by a knobby swelling. The portion of the stem between two joints or nodes is called the internode. Each individual leaf of the grass has two distinct parts, the leaf sheath and the leaf blade. The leaf sheath is the portion of the grass blade that begins at the node below the collar and wraps around the stem. The leaf blade is above the collar and separates from the stem at an angle, usually less than 90%. The point where the leaf separates from the stem is called the collar. The collar consists of two parts called the auricle and the ligule. The auricle is the turned, reinforced portion of the leaf blade as it leaves the collar region. The ligule is the outgrowth of the upper and inner side of the grass leaf at the point where it joins the collar region. It provides additional support for the leaf as it grows away from the stem. Not all grasses have auricles and/or ligules. The shape of the auricles and ligules can be very distinctive for individual grass species and can be an important plant identification factor. The flowering portion of the grass is called the inflorescence. The inflorescence is generally made up of many small branch-like clusters of flowers. These are termed spikelets. Spikelets consist of several florets or small flowers. At the base of the spikelet are glumes, which are dry chaff-like bracts or leaves. Often these leaves or bracts provide protection for the florets above them. The glumes often have a sharp point or bristle termed an awn. The florets are the individual flowers, which will later form individual seeds. Each floret has two leaves or petals surrounding the actual reproductive plant parts. The outer leaf or petal is termed the lemma. The inner, smaller one is termed the palea. Learning the names of some of the plant parts will help you use descriptions or keys. The following are just a few of the applicable terms as shown in the diagram. The cotyledon is the seed leaf. Broadleaf plants produce two cotyledons. The petiole is the leaf stalk that bears the leaf. Descriptions of leaf include the following by the pattern of venation. Midvein, central vein, palmate or divided from a common point like fingers on a hand, pinnate arranged on either side of a central vein, type of margin including entire, not toothed, notched, divided, or toothed with small lobes or points along the margin. The terminal bud is the bud at the tip of the stem that will develop into a shoot or flower. Leaves are arranged on stems in two main patterns, alternate or opposite. Alternate leaves are borne singly at each node, while opposite leaves are borne across from each other at the same node.